to another reaction video. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, especially when you get out of a relationship, because you will be trying to figure out what the hell happened in my relationship and what's going on in dating. Man, this is weird. Yes, it is. Now, today is a reaction video, and this one comes from a woman who's talking about why women divorce. Now, before we get into this, I gotta ask you guys first, do you agree with what she's saying? Does it make sense? Next is this coming from a wife, a companion, a fun girl, or a gold digger? And then the most important question is, was this business or was she actually looking for romance? All right, so let's go ahead and check her out.
Women leaving men. Unpack that for us. I looked up the research and it's 70% of women that are initiating divorce. Would you work at a company that only had a 30% retention rate for their employees? 70% of the employees are leaving the company. Would you think, oh man, these employees suck? Or would you think, what the hell's wrong with that employer that they can't keep any employees? So then I put my researcher cap on and I read a lot of articles from psychologists who are doing all this marriage counseling to see what's really going on. And hands down, the women are mad. They feel tricked. They get into this marriage thinking that they're going to have a partner and they're going to have support. And the three biggest reasons that women are walking away from marriage is, number one, their partner isn't emotionally intelligent and doesn't know how to emotionally connect. So there's no actual friendship between the husband and the wife. Number two, the women are carrying all of the mental load and emotional labor for the entire family, and it's exhausting. And number three, they're just not accepting abuse anymore. And abuse is defined as someone who tries to control you, manipulate you, or neglect you. And the statistics show that 50% of women, once they get divorced, don't remarry. They're done. But 70% of men will remarry. Because studies also show that marriage is much more beneficial for men. They live longer and they're able to make more money in their jobs because someone's holding things down at the home fort. And marriage is not beneficial for women. Men tend to rely on women to do all of the household labor, to do all of the mental load of making doctor's appointments, purchasing the things for the house, doing the cooking, the cleaning, and that the women are carrying the emotional labor as well. Meaning they're always trying to initiate connection and help regulate everybody's emotions better. I'll also add that only 27% of women say that they regret getting a divorce, whereas 39% of men say they regret getting a divorce. So the institution just isn't working for women much anymore. And so much of that has to do with the fact that men are struggling to regulate their emotions, to be emotionally intelligent, and to know how to emotionally connect with a woman, especially around...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I even let that play that long. This woman here is too old to be talking like this. Men live based, or should be living based, on logic. Women are living based on emotions. Listen, the 70% of women go ahead and get a divorce. Now let's play and let's use 100. Okay, so out of 100, right, there's 70% of women are leaving their marriages. Okay, so that only leaves 30%. Now here's the thing about what she's saying. As a man, does this really incentivize you to get married? Okay, you have a 70% chance that you're gonna get divorced, right? That's what's going to happen.
To pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick.
What she did to my car, man. This bitch did to my car. I can't stand this bitch.
Oh.
Look what she did to my car.
Oh.
Look what this bitch did to my car. I can't stand this hoe.
Oh.
I can't stand this bitch.
Now, with this 70%, she said that there was what, 27% of those women who actually regretted the divorce. Now, here's some quick math for you, right? 27% of 70% is actually 18. Okay. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because I want to show you guys the numbers and how they still heavily favor whatever women are talking about, right? Because we're going to get a little bit deeper into that. Now, when she talked about men, right, she said, well, basically what's left over. Now, 39% of those men said they regret their divorce. Here's the funny part about that. That's only 11.7%, which basically means 12%. Now, why am I talking about these numbers? Because the number for women is still higher, right? Women are leaving. Women regret their divorce more. It sounds good, but when I come across women, I'm not hearing them say they don't want to be married. In fact, I'm not even hearing them say they don't want to be in a relationship. I constantly keep hearing about women wanting to be in relationships. So when I hear women speak like this, I get disgusted. And I get disgusted because this woman here is too old to be talking like this. When I say single women keep women dumb and confused, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why? Listen, man, this information is beneficial for men because what it's telling you is, hey, that woman is going to leave you. Now, why is she going to leave you? Because you're not a woman. You're a man. That woman is going to leave you because
their partner isn't emotionally intelligent.
The woman is going to divorce you because you're not a woman. Listen, when it comes to men and women, men live based or should be living based on logic. Women are living based on emotions. How do they feel? What's going on in their body? Wait, before we continue with this video, I need you to do me a huge favor. Like this video, then subscribe to the channel. After you do that, hit that notification bell for more videos like this. All right, let's get back to the video. In their body, right? Not being able to regulate or control how they feel when they're on their period. So now listen to all of those stats: emotional intelligence, emotional control, emotional connections. What are we talking about? Men are not women. Men are supposed to live in their logic. This is how everything on this planet is built or has been built. Think about this. Who's tricking women? Who's tricking women into getting into these relationships? Other women. Because the bullshit that they posting on social media, they acting like they having fun, they acting like they having a good time, whether they're on a trip or whether they're out with a girl. That her argument, right? And this is not, for me, this is not a channel about arguing. This is a channel about seeing what is going on here, right? This woman and other women like her are complaining that men are not emotional. Listen, if men were emotional, there will be a lot of spirits no longer in physical bodies. Because when men get too emotional, now all of a sudden chaos, and I mean danger and chaos, really happen. This woman right here, she is way too old to be acting like she's a young woman, right? I mean, even older men understand why they want to date a younger woman or why they regretted the marriage in the first place. It's usually because I chose wrong. So when I ask you guys about the different categories of women, yeah, you're going to be trying to figure out what the hell is going on or what the hell actually happened. Well, what actually happened is this woman or that woman was mad that you were not a woman. She's mad that you're actually a man. That's crazy because she wants you to still be a man and still do man type shit. Now, based on her numbers, to me, this shows who's actually more loyal in the relationship. If women are always leaving a relationship, and another excuse she used was being abusive. Now, this word has, like, the meaning of this word has been warped. Like abuse has turned into like, it's even hard to describe abuse now because it's basically if the woman is not allowed to do whatever the she wants to do, that's considered abuse. That's considered controlling, right? Now, listen, there are situations out there, but not every woman is being abused. In fact, a lot of women are actually the abusers, right? Because they're emotionally manipulating the men. Now, again, men trying to play in the emotional realm, you will pretty much lose that every time, because that is a woman's playground. Your power is in logic because you're a problem solver. That means you have to see the problem and isolate it. Once you isolate it, now you can figure out how to solve this problem or get rid of it. That's basically what men and women are supposed to be doing. But for whatever reason, women are forgetting their roles. She also talked about cooking and cleaning and emotional connection with the family. Well, damn, what is she supposed to do? What is she supposed to do? Because I can tell you this, men get tired of going to work. Men get tired of hustling and bustling, right? Because like when you're looking at what's being spent, the majority of it isn't being spent on you. It's being spent on her. Come on, people. We know this already. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm mad. I'm just speaking with passion because so many women are confused as to what relationships are. I constantly say there are way more women on this planet than there are men. So even if every man on this planet married, there would be millions of women who don't get a man. Millions. So instead of them being happy for whoever chose them, right, special enough to be able to move on with life, fellas, we are in the game of survival of the fittest. What we're all looking to do is make it to the end. That's the whole purpose of this. Now, along this experience, men, we're supposed to be creating or helping creators. That way more can get done. Look at everything around you. It takes manpower. It takes people power to get all of these things powered and up and out to the masses. I mean, everything from furniture to food to services, right? Like things that help people. Like it needs people power. Now, you can't live life based on how you feel, because if you do that, then you're going to cheat somebody else. Women are going to divorce your ass. You have a 70% chance of being divorced, which means whatever you worked for will be wiped out. That's basically what this woman is saying. So when I'm telling you guys to improve yourself in the three main areas: your mind, your body, and your finances. Now you do have access to a completely different life where, I mean, you're going to have to know that no matter how much you have, you still have a 70% chance of her divorcing you because she's not emotionally connected. Like, and then think about it like this. The majority of women now are fun girls, right? If you're not having fun, if you can't provide a fun lifestyle, they're going to find another Johnson that's going to beat the brakes off that thing and then send her ass home back to you. Now, do you really want that? Like, come on. This is crazy. But I will tell you guys this. This is the main reason why I always say adapt to dating, because a rotten apple can make you sick. So if you bite into it and you see that it's disgusting, throw it away. Throw it away, because complaining about a relationship keeps you in the relationship, or it keeps you trying to come back to that relationship. And you probably don't know that there are millions of women for you to actually choose from. Here's the thing. We all make mistakes. With that mistake being made, we have to find a way to keep going in life. Now, with all of this being said, I have to ask you guys, what do you think? How do you feel about what was said in this video? Comment under this video. Remember, when you're watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. That means you 2.0. Other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.